Can you give one good example, maybe about something that the way you wanted to perceive things that from the eyes of a child? Is there one example or one lyric part that you really think, or musical part that fits that thought well?
Lyrically speaking, yeah, all of them. I mean, like, passing a message, maybe. That's one that someone is like working. It's a song that came out of another soundscape, and it used to be, it was 9 minutes long, the demo, and then it became 3 minutes, and I wanted to write about from the perspective of somebody working in a nightclub or in some job where they were waiting tables or something, but they were imagining all these bigger things, like these bigger issues, and thinking about evolution of mankind and the universe and their place in the universe whilst waiting tables, and I put them in a place called the Burj Khalifa, which is like the largest building in the world in Dubai, and then I made them remember their childhood when they were carving their name out of a giant sequoia tree, which is the largest tree in the world. And I just liked putting those two things together. It was like putting the Reaper band and the Sundarbans together. I just liked the completely contrasting natural world mixed with sort of seedy kind of nightlife, and
maybe also becoming part of nature almost.
Yeah, and just sort of surpassing your own, becoming free by realizing how small you are and how tiny and inconsequential you are, and yeah.
Is it
stuff that sounds incredibly cliched when I talk about it, but I feel like the song does those feelings justice, you know?
Do you recognize that position, or is that something that you can relate to, maybe waiting tables or maybe playing music and think about these things at the same time? Is that something that is also about you somehow?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I was a waiter for a little while, but not really that long,
and not in Dubai, maybe?
Not in Dubai. No, I've never been to Dubai, so.
Okay.
And I think it might be a woman in the song, so.
Okay, that's then. You mentioned also that your band members helped you out maybe a bit more as opposed to your previous records.
Yeah.
What was really an important thing that they brought to the table, maybe, that you were really happy with? That.
Just everything. Like, I did all the demos myself, and then I sent it to them, and they learnt the songs, and then we went into a rehearsal room and rehearsed for 3 days, and we weren't thinking anything about how the album was going to sound. We were just thinking about how are these going to feel when we play them live for the next 2 years. So that was instantly a different thing.
So that thought you had in mind, how it would stand the test of time?
Yeah, because we had the experience of playing these songs for long periods of time, and we knew we were going to have to do it again. So we wanted to write music which was like meant something to ourselves physically, you know, and not like, you know, something that we would actually physically enjoy playing. And then when we went into the studio, we'd done all that sweaty rehearsal time, and I think it shows itself on the album quite differently.
Did you learn to be more open for other people's ideas, or was it something that as opposed maybe also to a couple of years ago?
Yes, I did, yeah. I think I was more willing to work together a little bit more, and I think that's why. Because we had toured and we trusted each other, and when a band tours together for more than 2 years, they really develop this really strong synchronicity, like where you can almost sort of hear what the other person's going to play before they've played it, kind of feeling, and you really are like a unit, like, and I think we got that, and it would have been really ridiculous to go back into the studio on my own. It would have been egotistical and wrong.